Questions? Yes. New name, Sean. Go ahead. Okay. My name is?
My name's Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah, DJ had a good idea where he was saying it's more, there's always something secondary. So instead of just the money at the front end, you can focus on the back end, what you get overall. Maybe a status symbol, more clients. So instead of just focusing on making money at the front end, you could maybe, like, Dan, you were saying you did interviews with like Joe Sugarman and stuff, and then you leverage that off as part of your brand, and then you could charge premium just because you're associated with those people. So you got, it wasn't just about making a book and then making money off that, but
Correct.
it was just the back end of
Branding by
stats.
association. Yes. That's it?
No, that goes back.
Now, here's the thing. You got to understand, not every JV partners wants money. Some of them, sometimes they've already got money. So sometimes they might want different things. They might want more exposure. They might want to be able to provide additional value. That maybe, just like I want to provide additional value, because my clients have problems like with the front desk training. So I need a software. I didn't think of that as a revenue thing, but I wanted to solve the problem, because think, if we're spending all this money and time generating leads to the website, and yet they're only closing this percentage, if I could double the conversion, I look like a hero. I want them to be doing well so they could keep paying us the monthly, right? So it's a win-win. But I don't want to spend the money to develop the software. I don't want to get into their business. So then I joint venture with someone who already got something like that. We tweak it a bit.
Covering the weakness and just filling it.
Exactly. So that could be what I'm looking for, right? So everybody's a little bit different. Now, for the other JV partner who has developed the software, which they're a bunch of geeks and they don't want to deal with marketing, all that stuff, and I say, just give me this, I send you a check every month, they say, yeah. So then they're motivated by money. But everybody's a little bit different, right? So that's why you can't approach one JV partner with the same kind of template approach. I don't believe, I get these emails all the time. Have you seen those emails?
Yeah.
Someone send you an email, hey, you've got a big list, this and that. You want to promote my shit? No. Right? Delete. Like sometimes they even, hi, website owner. What the hell? And almost every couple of days I get one of these. How many of you get these emails? Hi, website owner, or hi, dear business owner. We are a digital marketing service provider since 50, whatever shit, right? And we provide these results and we guarantee blah, 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 blah. It seems like your website needs quite a bit of work. And it's like this guy saying, your site sucks. I can teach you a thing or two about internet marketing. That's kind of the logistics of the site, right? Clearly you haven't done his research.
Like reciprocal altruism, you can find the one thing that they really want.
Correct.
Yeah.
Find the one thing they want, that's the hot button,
Yeah.
asking questions, and then hit them with that. And sometimes it's status, sometimes it's adding value, sometimes it's money. Most of the time it is money, but usually it's money, and then on top of money, there's something else they might want, right? Round of applause. Let's do one more. One more. Yep.
Hi, my name is Adnan.
Hi, Adnan.
So what we learned is if you don't ask, the answer is no.
Yes.
So in a joint venture deal, you must always ask, right? Ask for what you want.
Yep.
And be very specific what you want.
Yep.
And sometimes if there is trust, you may not have to involve lawyers or contracts. But if there is no trust, maybe it's good to get a contract, then you can test them out.
Yep.
How they perform as joint venture partners.
Yes, and you can absolutely use it. I'm not saying don't use agreement. I'm saying don't use a long-winded 30-page, 50-page thing. It's not necessary. Most of the time, a couple pages, 3 pages, even pretty complex, big deal. You spell out what you're going to do, what you're going to get, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to get, what if it works, what if it doesn't work, what if you die, what if I die, that type of thing, right? Then you're pretty good. Pretty simple. Round of applause. Question?
One thing I would add is trust your gut instincts, right? They're almost always right.
Yeah.
So your mind will say something, but your gut will always tell you what's right.
Oh, brought up a great point. Write this down, please. You can't do a good deal with a bad partner. Okay? Doesn't matter how tempting it is. Doesn't matter how much you think, how much money you're gonna make, you can't do a good deal with a bad partner. He would fuck you over. He just will. Some people, they're just like that. So don't be tempted. He will paint a beautiful picture. But in your gut, you're saying, you know, there's something fishy about this guy or his track record or something. Even, hey, man, and then we're going to make a lot of money doing this, man. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Cash. And then you're like, no. So you have to be able to say no to that,
Yes.
right? Everybody, in fact, say it with me, no. No. Yeah. Can do a good deal with a? Very, round of applause. Round of applause.
10 times your finances, 10 times your business, 10 times your marketing, 10 times your life. Hit the subscribe button now.